for coming over, and special thanks to my mentor, my Annadata, Vipul sir. Special thanks to Madhu sir, Shivasi sir, and Jayantilal sir for coming on board and making this vision come true. And special thanks to this very cute human who I don't try to kiss anywhere in the media, just like I did right now. But besides everything, as I said, the journey has been fantastic. This film is very special to us because of the vision that Vipul sir had and the seeds that Devin sir has sown. Beyond that, it's a very beautiful film for me also because I shared the screen space with two of my very dear friends right now. I can say, Vidyut, I've known you for years, and you're pretty much a little less crazier than I, but I enjoyed working with him as well. And this beautiful hot girl, hello. So thank you all of you for coming over and giving us opportunity to show you what we are capable of. And I'm sure you guys have loved the trailer, and I'm sure you will love the film as well. Thank you.
Thank you. I have to thank Devin sir because we did like a lot of workshops to get the accent right. But I've been doing movies in Hyderabad, so I've been there for a year. So on set, when I used to get bored, I like mimicking people. And I do this all the time on sets everywhere. But so I used to mimic the accent, the Andhra accent, and I think I learned a few of the little local terms that they use here and there. So when I got to play this, I did it entirely from my heart and through his heart and mind. So
all the best.
Thank you.
Devin, all that we could gather from the trailer, I can see Shefali in a very different avatar. Whose idea was it? Was it Vipul's idea?
Actually, while developing the character, I felt only one person can do that character, and that was Shefali. So I asked Vipul, कि Shefali को पूछते हैं, and he said, sorry?
Differentiate.
It's a terrific role. It's a cameo, but it's a very important role. And I felt Shefali उसको सही तरीके से justice कर पाएगी. So I asked Vipul whether Shefali will say yes. He said, you ask her, because if you feel, I don't know, हाँ बोलेगी ना बोलेगी, बोला यार तेरी बीवी है, अपना खुद का प्रोडक्शन है, तो ना कैसे बोलेगी? बोला नहीं वो Shefali है, you never know. बोला पूछ लो. So मुझे लगा कि like Shefali हाँ बोल दे इस रोल के लिए तो मजा आ गया. And when we narrated her the script and her character, and she loved it, and she said yes.
So Vipul, it was very easy to rope her in, or it took you a few nights?
Honestly, with Shefali it's very simple. You give her the script, she likes the role, she likes the script. That's the end of the story, nothing beyond that. I can't sell her anything else but the script. There is no way I can convince her, and it's a rule that we followed for all the years, that I don't go to her with just because she's my wife, and she doesn't do my film just because I am her husband. It's purely professional. I respect her as an actor. She's the best actress in the country, and I don't want to take her for granted ever. I would want to go with her with material that I feel is great and she should do it. She may still turn it down, but I would not want to disrespect her by going to her with anything which is mediocre. I thought this was a very good part, terrific part, something that she's not done. A bit of a negative part, I would say. I'm revealing some things here, but yeah, and that's why I told Devin that you approach her as a director professionally, forget our friendship, your friendship with her. Go to her as a director, present her the part, and hope that she does it. And we are very glad that she's done it.
Hi, my question is to all the three producers, Mr. Vipul sir, Mr. Subhashi sir, and Jayantilal sir. Nowadays we live in a time when the release size becomes very important. So what sort of release are you looking for this film?
They will answer this.
So I think it will be quite a wide release from that point of view. And though the actual numbers get materialized only probably the last 15 days, but we expect that it is at least anything between 1700 to 2000 screen release, which is quite a wide release. Plus, as I mentioned, that it will also parallelly get released in Tamil and Telugu language.
But will you be targeting majorly the single screens?
Actually, this film, when it will come up, you will find that it has its audience in both, and as it is very clear from the trailer itself. Of course, in India, honestly, we make the difference of single screen and multiplex. There are only two kind of films: either it's a good film or a bad film. So if there is a good film, it will get lapped up in any kind of audiences. And we are expecting that in India at least will go anything between 17 to 2000, apart from the overseas market. And with whatever homework we have done last 1 month and etc., we are pretty confident that it will go at least 2-3 times more than the size of exposure what we have gone in Commando 1 in the overseas market also.
There is one more thing that, generally there is a sense in India that action films are just no-brainer, entertainer, they are looked down upon. Trust me, this is one of the toughest genre. People get hurt, they get injured. They put in a year's practice into reaching the kind of finesse that they reach. And just because they are doing action, we tend to just write them off. That's not fair. Just to say that our action film will appeal in a single screen is not correct. If we say that, then we are actually challenging the intelligence of the multiplex audience that they are never going to come for any action film. That's not true. They come for action films. It's about the story. It's about how you make the film. And as rightly told by Shivashish, it's either a good film or a bad film. So we will go to every audience across the country and globe with the same expectation that everybody in the entire family is going to like the film.
विपुल जी जिस तरह से साउथ में हुआ जो इंसिडेंट हुआ था एक एक्शन फिल्म का और उसमें 2 मारे गए थे लोग, उस लिहाज से आपकी मैक्सिमम फिल्म्स जितनी भी हैं वो सारी एक्शन फिल्म्स ही होती हैं, तो उसमें आप लोग सेफ्टी का कितना ध्यान रखते हैं?
बहुत ध्यान रखा जाता है. सेट पे एक एम्बुलेंस भी होता है, डॉक्टर्स भी होते हैं, लेकिन एक्शन एक ऐसा माध्यम है जहाँ चोट ज़रूर लग सकती है. जो हादसा हुआ वो बहुत दुखद था, नहीं होना चाहिए, किसी की भी जान नहीं जानी चाहिए. और हम पूरा ध्यान रखते हैं, पूरी कोशिश करते हैं कि चोट भी ना लगे. उसके बावजूद चोट लगती है. विद्युत को चोट लगी, उसके बावजूद उन्होंने हमारा जो अब्रॉड का शेड्यूल था पूरा चोट के साथ एक्शन करके कंप्लीट किया है. तो वो एक बहुत ही रेयर चीज़ जो मैंने देखी कि इतनी गहरी चोट के साथ, जहाँ डॉक्टर्स ने बोला हुआ था कि आप ज़मीन पे पैर भी नहीं रखेंगे, और इन्होंने हर तरीके का एक्शन किया. मैं मना कर रहा था, बट इन्होंने कहा कि नहीं विपुल मैं कर लूँगा, लेट्स कंप्लीट द शेड्यूल. तो आई थिंक एक्शन ऑलवेज इज़ अ डिफ़िकल्ट जॉनर, बहुत मुश्किल होता है. हम पूरी कोशिश करते हैं कि हमारे सेट पे छोटा सा भी हादसा ना हो. टचवुड अभी तक कोई ऐसा हादसा हुआ नहीं जिससे एक बुरा माहौल हो जाए, बट कभी भी हो सकता है, होना नहीं चाहिए.
विपुल जी, फिल्म में एशा गुप्ता भी महत्वपूर्ण किरदार निभा रही है, फिलहाल वो मौजूद नहीं है, इसकी क्या वजह है?
वो फिलहाल शूट कर रही हैं जोधपुर में, बादशाहों नाम की फिल्म है, और कोई वजह नहीं है. और हम आज दोपहर तक कोशिश कर रहे थे कि वो किसी तरह यहाँ पहुँच जाएं, क्योंकि फिल्म में एक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग ट्रायंगल सिचुएशन है विद्युत, अदा और ईशा के बीच में, जो हम चाहते थे कि वो यहाँ हो, बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली वो बादशाहों की शूटिंग से निकल नहीं पाई है. सो दैट्स अ सैड थिंग, बट उनका बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट रोल है फिल्म में. एंड और कोई वजह नहीं है, कोई झगड़ा नहीं है कि वो यहाँ क्यों नहीं है.
अगली फिल्म आपकी बादशाहों है, उसका क्या स्टेटस है? क्या आपका स्क्रिप्ट खत्म हो चुका है?
ये शूटिंग चल रही है. मैं सिर्फ इसके लिए आज वापस आया था, ईशा आ नहीं पाई, मुझे वापस जाना है, एंड मैं इस बीच में प्रमोट भी करूँगा मूवी और वहाँ पे शूट भी करूँगा.
Vipul sir, what made you set the film in Malaysia? Was it a deliberate thing on your part?
There is a technical requirement in the script where we wanted a country with which India has extradition treaty. Malaysia has an extradition treaty with India, and that's why Malaysia became the center of one of the more important location of the film.
Okay, मेरा सवाल विद्युत और फ्रेडी से है. फ्रेडी, you can hear me? It's okay, as well you can hear me. विद्युत और फ्रेडी, आप दोनों से मेरा सवाल है. Started with Force, then you have done Soldier. आप दोनों की अगर बात करूं, जितनी फिल्में आपने अब तक की हैं एक्शन से रिलेटेड की हैं, फ्रेडी आपने भी
क्या आप दोनों को इस बात का डर नहीं है, यू गेट टाइपकास्ट? स्टार्ट विद
नहीं, मैं तो टाइपकास्ट होना चाहता था और मैं बहुत खुश हूँ कि मुझे एक्शन हीरो जाना जाता है, सो आई एम वेरी हैप्पी अबाउट इट।
शाहरुख की तरह डीडीएल या इस तरह की फिल्में दी जाएं, ऑफर की जाएं, तो लव टू।
अभी तक तो सोच नहीं रहा हूँ, अभी तो जो कर रहा हूँ उसमें बहुत मजे आ रहे हैं और डीडीएल में बहुत एक्शन था भाई, आपको
एंड मैंने कि पूरी फिल्म में मोहब्बत ही मोहब्बत चल रही है।
यहाँ पे भी बहुत मोहब्बत है कमांडो, दो हीरोइन है यार।
ऑफ कोर्स फ्रेडी, व्हाट्स योर टेक?
टाइपकास्ट सिर्फ ऑनेस्टली बताऊं तो इंटरव्यू में होता है, वरना रेगुलर लाइफ में अगर हम जब मीटिंग्स के लिए जाते हैं तो ऐसा कुछ रहता नहीं. When you work as a villain, you're still acting and
I am a different person from Force to Commando 1 to Commando 2. So whatever the role would be, I would be a different human being. I would do it differently, I would portray it differently, I would exhibit it differently. So number one, बहुत अलग है यार. Force में I was supposed to be this very mean machine, which I did portray.
In real life, if anyone cheerifies me now, I am all ready to beat them up, I think. And I have 2 packs right now, which by release, if I don't eat too much sev puri, will become 4, maybe.
The other guy, now moving on, is a guy whom you saw in Holiday being the baddie. Again, a journey that I wish to continue for a long time to come. He's a fantastic actor, very good looking guy. Many people said, why have you launched him as a villain in Holiday? He deserves to be a hero. But well, he got a lot of appreciation for Holiday. And in this particular film, he is playing a very, very mysterious part. Very unique, very different than Holiday. Freddy Dalwala. We knew what kind of action we were going to build into the film. Only then, and that's why we've taken a couple of years to go into a sequel. And as Shivashish said, that there was a lot of discussion that went into it, because we wanted to scale it up. We wanted to really go big, give it a real scale that an action film requires. Action films are very, very difficult to shoot. We wanted the best crew. We got the crew from South Africa, and a lot of action boys were from America. So that was the whole process. Writing itself, as Devin said, that Ritesh, Suresh, me, Devin, we were working on this script for almost close to 2 years. The thought of the film started in 2014 election period, when black money became the big talking point. 15 lakh in everybody's account was one of the campaign thoughts, and we realized that this is going to become a very big issue in the coming years in the country, which has happened now. So we started thinking of Commando 2 from then, with a topic of black money, and we are glad that we are ready now. We've seen the trailer. Hopefully the film is as good as the trailer. So let's see. But yes, when you're making part 2,
I'm a versatile actor, but then I was trained as a comedian more. And similarly, my image is as a director in television is of more of a comic director of a comedy serial or something like that. But that's why I thank Vipul from the bottom of my heart, that he knows me from ages, and he knows my inner talent, and he knows perhaps a little more than what I know of myself. Like, he knows the training that I've gone through, the filmmaking training or whatever abroad, and my inner talent he must be very sure of, that he approached me for this film. And I feel that I'm not restricted to any particular genre. If I like the subject, the whole project, and if I feel inspired and I feel like, giving my best to it, then I have to say yes to it. And this was of course a big opportunity, such a big brand, and it was a big risk for people and everybody involved, like producing the film. And I really thank them for giving this responsibility of editing the film. So that answers your question number 1. And question number 2, answer number 2 is, I feel yes, it has become topical because of this demonetization. But the script, we have been working on the script for quite a while now. Ritesh and Vipul and I and Suresh. We have worked a lot for like a couple of years, I would say. that the John came up, and then we started working on it, and then finally it is a happy coincidence, perhaps I would say, that and more I feel black money is the topic that I feel we must address to, which our honorary Prime Minister has been doing his best of efforts to eradicate black money, and this is just one of the steps, like in an entertaining way. So that's what we are.
Hi Vidyut, over here. Towards your left. There are so many action films being made in India right now, which are like each action film is raising the bar for action. So when you are making a film like Commando, and if I'm not wrong, you have designed the action yourself, your team has designed the action yourself. So how difficult does it get for you to come up with something which is never seen before over here?
Yeah, it's not difficult at all because I don't think like an ordinary action guy. And what you see in Indian cinema or internationally, in my opinion, is mediocre. I'm sorry to say it, but it is. So when we did Commando 1, there was the first time in India we did not use cables, there was no stunt doubles, and there was phenomenal action. And Commando 2 में जब हम लोग ने विपुल सर से बात की थी and we wanted to know what we should do, we were just thinking of doing something which is beyond my imagination. So we just worked on it. We didn't think about what others are doing, what these guys are planning to do, or what we've seen. We were just competing with ourselves in Commando 1, and I have a feeling we've done a much better job than Commando 1.
Vidyut sir, do you ever get injured or hurt while doing such dangerous stunts?
यार वो पानी में घुसोगे तो गीले तो हो ही जाओगे, थोड़ी बहुत इंजरीज होती रहती हैं, बट इतनी ट्रेनिंग की हुई है कि अब आदत हो गई.
Hi, this is Seth from over here, to your left. Seth from Bollywood and Nama. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, considering the fact that the first part was pretty well at the box office, it did great business. Talking about the second part, was there any kind of pressure for the team from your side, because automatically the expectations increases for the audience also? So what are your views on this thing?
There is a lot of pressure. Even when you're making the fresh film, there is a pressure, and when you're making it to see him do. He did a fantastic dance in Commando, but here in this film's music, some of the things that he's done as a dancer are fantastic. He's a terrific actor, which is generally not associated with action stars. And I think that his journey has just begun. He's going to scale really big heights, and he's going to bring a lot of pride to India. My very, very dear friend, Vidyut.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming here. Everybody over here who is present right now, I have to thank them because everybody is very important. Ritesh, thank you for Boss, the way you wrote it. But the most important person for me is Vipul Shah, because he's the man who saw what I had a little bit of. And he will keep giving me chances, I know it, and I will be there for him whenever he needs me. And everybody over here, thank you very much. I'll personally call you up later after this, and thank you. And thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy Commando 2 as much as you did Commando 1.
Wow, yeah. That was super. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause.
Many good in my films. 3 of them happen to be here. Of course, now Vidyut is a leading act. He's a young actor, brilliant one. We saw him in the audition and we thought that this was the guy who had to be the baddie in the film. Fantastic actor, Rocky. Rocky, please.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much, Vipul sir. It was a dream to work with biggies like Vipul ji. I've seen his work over the years, right from Namaste London. I'm a big fan of his films, and thank you for giving me the opportunity. And this guy here, ये कहूँगा कि मैं छोटे बचपन से देख रहा हूँ तो बुरा ना माने. He still looks very young, but जो जीता वही सिकंदर, I'll never forget. And him as an actor also, but as a director he was superb. One of the coolest I have ever worked with. Gives you the freedom, get the best out of you. So thank you Devan sir. And I had this lovely team, Freddy, Adah, Vidyut. and Esha. Really had a great time working with them. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Now, every creative person who works in the field of films have grown on Hollywood films, international films, and we in India always dreamt of having an action hero who is at par with anybody internationally. When I first time saw his showreel, I jumped out of my seat and I said, what is this guy doing? How come nobody knows about him so far? And we immediately decided that he is the guy. And that day itself, I said, like, right now we are casting him as the villain of course, but he's going to be a hero. And he's going to become a very big action hero of this country. Whatever happened post that, whatever material, that showreel was hardly 10% of what he's capable of. Whatever I saw in Commando 1, I